well, it's been a great season for you. A lot of achievement in Boston College. You've been in the Frozen Four, came here, played in the playoffs. I mean, what do you make of this season? How can you maybe explain your progression during the season overall?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a wild ride. I didn't, know if I'd be playing hockey till June. I haven't done that very often in my career, so I'm super fortunate for, the wonderful people and places I've been this year, and I'm looking forward to, being up here more.
Next question.
Actually, we touched on it after the game in Charlotte, but it was really fresh after the loss. But what do you feel you've learned the most in this, what you're calling wild ride this season?
Yeah, I mean, there's not just one thing. I think, since stepping into pro hockey, it's, so different kind of away from the rink than, at school. I think just the aspect of, this being your life 24/7, instead of being a student. So as much as I'm still taking classes now, it's just every single day showing up to the rink knowing that, you have something to give and to give this team and the organization. And if you give anything less than that, then, you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting the team.
What do you want to focus on this summer?
Yeah, I mean, this summer I think there's a lot of aspects I want to improve on. I think a lot of stuff that I've learned here, off the ice of, how to just approach your, day-to-day with, how much you should skate, what you should do in the weight room, just stuff like that, when you show up for camp, you're ready to go, and, there's no dipping your toe, and you're ready to go.
Justin, Mathieu.
I'm in the same lane as Simon-Guy. What did you see from those pro games that you played at the end of the season that you might need to work on this summer, say, to be ready at the start of next season?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think, in pro hockey, obviously it's a little bit faster than, in college, the same way it was, when I made the jump there. So just trying to get a little bit quicker, fast twitch that, plays go from, nothing to something a little bit faster here. So just making sure you're always ready and, give yourself the best chance at every shot next year.
Mathieu Sponsor.
Hi Jacob. Tell me about the impact of Caden Primo in your arrival here in Laval.
He was great. I think, we have a bunch of mutual friends and coaches, and right away when I first got here, he was, super grateful and helpful to me to just be a part of this run. And, I think for him, just every single day, the way he would, treat me, whether it was on the ice or away from the rink, he was a great role model for me and, somebody I look up to for sure.
There's a real opportunity to be number one goaltender here in Laval next season. How do you approach that? Is it too early maybe to set an objective like that for next year?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really put too much thought into, what next season looks like yet. I think our season obviously just ended, pretty recently, and for me it's just taking the feedback I'll get here and applying it to my summer that, when I show up for camp I can be, the best version of myself then, and who knows what could happen.
Between the time you were drafted and the time you signed your contract a few weeks ago, you became a high-profile prospect for the organization. In the last few weeks, did you get kind of a sense or a taste of the Montreal market or the attention that comes with it, or do you feel it's going to be mostly next year that it's going to come with?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to say. Obviously, I think a lot of people like to look at it as pressure or a lot of outside external factors for you to play, but I think for me it's just just the support of everybody around the city, Laval, Montreal, everything. It's just been for me it's been just crazy to see. I think in a great way that people really care and want you to succeed, and there's a reason for it. People want to be around a winning team here, and I think everyone here wants to just be a part of